Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review of Van Helsing on Syfy, which is Season 3, Episode 7, called Hunted Down. So yeah, another really good and pretty different episode of Van Helsing. We don't see Vanessa in this week's episode, which always honestly does take away from a bit to me. Just because she's the main character, my favorite character, Kelly Overton and everything. But really, when they do diverge from that path and sort of focus on either the supporting characters or, sort of our antagonistic character, villain type of characters like Sam, Muhammad kinda now, and Ivory, it makes it for a different perspective. Not a lot of shows would focus their entire episode on a group of villains, although we do have Axel in this one as well, taking care of a pregnant woman named Kit who he meets along the road, and he sort of takes the group with him after running to this guy that apparently was trying to reach a boat in San Francisco that would take him to a supposed safe haven in Hawaii. And I had also read Den of Geeks review, and they think there may be some semblance to that Hawaii safe haven. Maybe there is actually a holdout there. But this guy's definitely going to get them all killed for sure, even quicker than they probably will be. Because like Axel said, it's just completely taken over. They probably won't make it through there, even if there was something there to, pick them up or something. So there's that, and of course Axel gives Kit Kat, and she just devours it, which is kind of a more comedic light scene, a little bit different compared to the opening scene of this episode, which we'll talk about in a few seconds here. But ironically, the pregnant woman, Kit, she was played by, her name was I think Maddie Phillips. Yep. She was on Ghost Wars, which is a show I meant to check out at some point, but I had Vincent D'Onofrio and Ava. I can't remember his name right now, but I always want to watch it. But why I'm bringing that up is that she was also in the episode of Supernatural this week, playing a character named Harper on that show, actually a necromancer. So it was kind of funny how the episodes lined up like that. She's definitely a pretty good actress for sure, so I'm wondering how long her role will be on this. Like I said, my guess is not too long, but definitely longer in Axel's hands than the guy who was leading him initially. So that part of it was fairly good. I like the sequence we got of Axel with, the rock music after he had come back to the camp, and he basically had to save their houses again. But the opening scene will definitely stick in your mind with Ivory and her sisters converting Scab into a part of the sisterhood, and of course that involves him losing himself between his legs, and that was fine, and it was kind of creepy, kind of a cool visual seeing Scab putting on the mask and the hood and everything. So I guess that's just how it works, but he's obviously devoted to Ivory at the very least, so I'm curious to see where that partnership's going to go, and I think Ivory was honestly the highlight of the episode for me. Just seeing her take over of the Daywalkers and the vampires overall, at least in that general area, I think was really good. Basically maybe converting them all into sisters in a way, or at least leading the more feral ones into a direction east, right? Because they're all heading to Denver now, which is where a lot of our main characters are going to be converging soon. So it's obviously building to a pretty good assault and action heavy episode. So I'm looking forward to end writing that, because Julius is in Denver and he better be safe. Neil LaBute better not kill off Julius ever. So there's that. We've seen Teach Grant again this episode. He's been a reoccurring sort of building threat throughout the past few seasons really. But he just gets his heart taken out by Ivory here, which I think is a fitting end for him, I suppose. And they also kill the one who had initially turned to her and Scab, at least into Daywalkers. So I thought that was good, and then just sort of Ivory rallying them that they had a good plan but weak leaders. And Jennifer Sheehan, she's doing a great job as Ivory. I hope she's at least around for the majority of the season remaining. And just later characters increased in importance, and she's sort of like a vampiric Alexa, type of character from the 100, really. And that's cool, except probably a little bit more fierce and a little bit more sort of, literally bloodthirsty. So, it was also her birthday the other day, the actress, not Ivory, as far as I know. So yeah, make sure you wished her a happy birthday. And please, guys, watch the show live if you can. I mean, I tweet about it as often as I can, but I unfortunately work pretty much every Friday, and I watch it on demand as soon as I can. But please watch it live if you're off on a Friday night. Or at the very least, like I do, promote the hell out of it. Use hashtag Renew Van Helsing, or even just Van Helsing, to garner some attention to it. Because the show really deserves to go on, and really still crossing my fingers and hoping Syfy makes the right choice to continue Van Helsing into a 4th season. Because this cast and crew is just the best group of people, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. Although if you follow me on Facebook, I'm sure you've already seen what I'm about to talk about. And you can already kind of see it there in the background. But then the Sam and Muhammad stuff, that's episode I liked as well. It's always an interesting sort of grim dynamic with them. Again, Christopher hired all the snacks out of the park with Sam, just the little mannerisms, almost going to like a Joker type of personality, but then crossing back into his more intimidating, savage side of this character. And really, I think, until we meet this Dark One, I still think Sam might be the best villain we've had on the show. But that being said, I feel like the dynamic between him and Muhammad is getting a bit tired. I don't know. Not that it's bad, I just feel like it's gone on. I feel like we need to see that conclusion between the two characters, which I think we will be soon. He ends up seeing these visions again, which we now can pretty much confirm that's another elder calling out to him. Probably one of the last 2 elders remaining before the Dark One that Vanessa knows of, I think. So I like the connection there. And is Sam actually going to be made into a new elder? Maybe. But he's told he has to kill the one he loves. He thinks it's Felix, so he strangles Felix to death after they just hunted down the group of people that they basically ambushed him. Felix had led them there, and that was a pretty brutal scene as well. Meanwhile, you have Muhammad, still trapped in that bunker, feeding on rats. There are quite a few rat deaths in this episode. But then he's able to find his way out through a hole, and he uses the crowbar after seeing visions. I forget the girl's name, but she was in last season. Muhammad saw her thing for her, but then she was killed. So I like that being brought back. And then he manages to run out, but then the visions are leading him to confront Sam himself. So what's going to give there? I doubt Muhammad could actually kill Sam, but I think there might be something else that comes to play. The previews for next week look really good. I think we're going to be finally seeing Michael Eklund's character. I'll talk more about him, but he's just done tons of genre shows and movies, so I think he's a superb addition to the show already, leading us into the Dark One, hopefully, so we'll see. But yeah, this show is just the best, and the cast and crew really help make it that way, obviously. They're some of the absolute nicest, most appreciative, really just group of actors and writers I've seen from any show, really. And I'm not just saying that because they've treated me fairly well, but I just see the way they talk to all their fans, from Twitter to other forms of social media and stuff like that. Especially Rowland, who I've been eternally grateful to for him watching my videos and stuff like that. He had actually gotten the production office to send me a signed poster of the show that had came from San Diego Comic-Con. They had some in their production office. They made sure the signatures were actually all on there, and if they weren't, they had it signed to fill out the rest. It's just a huge honor. I mean, I would love to meet you all at some point, but this is still really great to have. I'm very thankful for this. It just really puts up Van Helsing on an even higher level for me to have a piece in my collection like this. From Kelly Overton, Rakia, Alex, everyone else on this. Just awesome gift, man. And also that season 3 premiere production draft is really cool to have too. Still feel kind of bad that you gave me yours, but I still am really grateful for it nonetheless. And it's weird because I feel like you all actually know the name Bloody Jacob now because of my constant ramblings and stuff like that. So even though I haven't met you guys, it still feels personal that this was given to me. So again, it's from the bottom of my heart, my cold, dark, really, really weird, geeky heart. Thank you. And yeah, to everyone else, just support this show. They really, really deserve the attention. They deserve about 10, 20 times more attention than they get. At the very least, the show deserves to have a full run and certainly a season 4. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. I'm giving about an 8.99 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.